All right, it's April 29th, 2025. We're going to fire up the old 95 325i A for automatic BMW convertible. Duh. And I think it was last October we fired this bad boy up. It's been on a trickle charger for last, we went to Hilton Head in October. And at that time, I thought it'd hold the charge over the week-long vacation. Alas, we got home and yeah, big fail. We also got home, the damn hydrangeas had taken a massive freaking dump. So, you know, winter sucks. Let's see what we got here, boys. Let's turn everything down. That's good. Oh, I don't know. We got a check coolant level. Hopefully this will crank right up as it does every spring for the last several years. Alright, let's see. The E36 lock barrels are notorious for being assholes. Let's do it. Fired right the fuck up. Money. Purring like a kitten next to Jesus. Yeah, needs a little work, but big fucking deal, man. That ain't no work, man. That's a cosmetics here and a, you know, new top. This is looking pretty money over here. I actually reconditioned this back in 2008. I bought the vehicle in November of 2005. Again, it's a 1995. Fucking horn works. I'm guessing all the lights work. Let's try it again. Okay. Yeah, remember these old school things? No dash lights. Turn your lights on, parking lights, and the damn dash lights turned off. That was our automatic headlamps back in the day. I gotta get some fuel. I'm surprised I parked it with only half a tank. That's probably right, though. Anyway, so we're looking pretty good right now. This is a great sign. I need to get out of the, so I don't gas up the universe, right? Damn, dude. 59 sucks balls. Actually, it's money, but Jesus Christ, man. What used to take 13 seconds now takes fucking 17. It's like, dude, the neck is looking like shit. I gotta lose 25 pounds anyway. I'll be looking money. Here pretty shortly. We're looking for, by my 60th, I'll be down to 195. 225 right now, so whatever. Alright. So let's shift this bad boy into drive, and let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. I've already put the air, or I put more air into each tire, and we're off, baby. I'm feeling that shit, man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, like a dream. Now we're gonna have to put it in park here because I've got to wash off this windshield. So we'll be right back, and because there's so much fucking dust on it, and my windshield washer pump, again, a notorious fail in the E36s. So we'll be right back. You can see our awesome house. That's not gonna work. Well, we're back. That took a hot second. We just, I just did a basic, nothing fancy shit. Actually, I forgot what controls what. What's the headlights? Where the oh yeah, the windshield washer's over here. That's my second BMW convertible. I actually had two at the same time. So you just push this up. That's batshit crazy. There's no freaking wipering control out there that goes that fast anymore. And apparently there's an intermittent feature here. It's not very clear how it works. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so that's cool. That's a good start. All right, let's. We're not gonna buckle up. Why is this window not going down all the way? So know an E36, especially a convertible, makes you a connoisseur of the automotive world. It's not super finicky like well, my Alfa Romeo 74 Spider was not finicky either. It's just got it's quirky. I don't know. That's probably the wrong word for it. But anyway, let's see what's going on. We got a little warmed up. So every spring we just do a freaking real cash, low rev. We're not doing anything. Hence, this will be the hell yeah, baby. Hard work pays off. Money. Anyway, we're in Lexington, South Carolina. More accurately, Lexington, by God, South Carolina. And we're just going to do a slow roll, and we're just going to slowly increase the RPMs. Again, the vehicle hasn't been started since probably November, October-ish. It doesn't matter. I do this every year. But if you think about that, it has not been started in 6 months, whatever. It doesn't matter. Now, it's on a battery trickler all through the winter. There's some times where I F up and unplug it to do some other shit amongst my list of 17,000 things to do. And, you know, and then it becomes a situation. And, you know, you just got to plug it right back in. There's my boys. What's up, bros? What's up, dudes? What's up, bro? There's a future bros. Anyway, good kids. Great kids in this neighborhood. Man, they're always out playing and shit. And, you know, they don't fuck around like, you know, hang out like the fucking, you know, looking at the TV or looking at their stupid fucking phones. Hell, this one kid is like 14 or 13. He comes by the place every, 4 months, whatever. He just wants to look at the car. He's really cool. Kid's like 13 or 14. He doesn't have a cell phone. He's like, I don't want a cell phone. Well, that's a smart kid, man. He said, I want to be a kid. Well, hell yeah, dude. That's the proper way to go, bro. Anyway, I bought the car back in 2005, November. I may have already covered that. And I've had it for a long time, to go without saying. And, you know, we're just going to go up here to the community pool. I usually go in the parking lot real quick and just kind of, you know, I don't know, whatever. It's just a place to actually drive. They got it. Oh, cool. They paved it. It's nice living in a sweet area. Oh, God. Man, those trees are down here, baby. Anyway, and I drove it, you know. Before that, I had an 87 Honda CRX, which got 226,000 miles on it. And that thing was still running. And unfortunately, the sunroof got stuck open just slightly. And if anybody's ever owned a Honda, unless you got a garage, a nice sealed garage, you know, that's kind of like a death wish. It was outside. I bought this car. I had the CRX for, damn, I can't even remember, dude. Hell, I think I picked it up in, 90, 91. I picked this up in 90. Well, obviously I picked this up in 2005. So I had that Honda CRX forever, bro. Shit, I don't know, man. It doesn't really matter, but I don't have any clue, bro. But it was 90, who cares a shit? But anyway, I drove that Honda CRX like a scalded dog. Only killed me twice. It was a rusty fuel rail lane back in the, you know, back near the left rear tire. Fantastic car. Of course, all the plastic cladding. It was an SI, so it had extra cladding. It was silver SI 87, and so all that shit just was like peanut brittle. You gotta have these damn things in a freaking, you know, in a fucking, you know, vacuum sealed thing or that. So anyway, that plastic just broke off. It was all fucked up. There was a little bit of rust, but anyway, when the sunroof was unfortunate, I tried, man. That thing was a bitch. Yeah, we had internet back then, but there were no answers. Then I saw this white beast by the side of the road when I was working at General Electric Nuclear there in Wilmington, North Carolina. And I saw this bad boy, and I'd seen them when they came out. You know, a good 11, 10, 12 years earlier. The 94 was the first convertible for the E36. This is a 95. So it is an OBD1, which I don't give a shit about. But apparently the next year, 96 OBD2 came out and made them not able to be modded. I don't mod my cars for shit. If the engineers thought it was good enough, no, that's it. Now, I did put in a CD43, which came from the Z8. It's exact plug and play. Blows away the old C4 42. I don't remember, but those the original OEM was a piece of shit, and they could never fix some of the noise that it generated. So they just said, screw it, man, just put it in there and sell the damn things. And sell they did. These cars are very popular. This car's not worth much as it is with 176,000 on the Odo, but you know, it's a fucking car. You know, I'm driving. You know, so you got that value, and then plus it's very old school. Let's get the revs going up a little bit here. And this particular car, I have treated like a grandchild of Jesus, and so you're not gonna have. I mean, it's still got the hump, baby. No, it's not a frickin' 0 to 60 in fucking 1 second. That's not what this is built for. You know, this was built for cruising, baby. It will get out. Oh, you know what's funny is that the whole time I've been driving, there's this little quirk down here. And I have a brand new switch for it, but this is funny. Anyway, this is the A. This is some type of automatic manual. If you put it in manual, it kind of kills it. This switch is supposed to be by default to A, unless it fixed it. Yeah, see, now it's got much more ass. What I'm trying to say there is, there's a car behind me. God, it has power steering, but I mean, this is old school. So when I engage that A, which is automatic, and again, that is a snow driving feature. You need to put it to manual to manually shift the automatic transmission portion. You know, if we can get out of snow. But anyway, I just switched that to A, and basically now I have a turbocharger on the car, which I don't. It has a standard M50 motor from this year range. I think that was from 94 to 95. It was built after February 2025. I think it was February 5th. That's a distinction for true E36 aficionados. I think there's a cutoff date. It might have been October the previous year, but it had the what's up, bro? There's some improvements in the ZKW, I believe that is the ZKE system, which is down there, and that's what controls all of the, well, it doesn't control, it basically kind of is like a bus management system. It's just the shit that makes everything work. How's that sound? I don't really fucking, I mean, I know, I'm basically an engineer, but I'm not, but anyway, it doesn't matter. And if that fries out, which that one did, then good luck getting any locks to work. You know, you can still drive the vehicle, but it drives like a fucking, you know, like a liberal, because it's worthless as tits on a bull. You know, it just sucks balls, like, you know, like anything a liberal would touch. Now we're coasting at 25. It feels like we're going a little faster. I'm not even hitting the gas. And again, all we're doing is we're just burning off fuel deposits. I will not be taking this out of the neighborhood tonight. There's our kick-ass home again. Oops, left the garage open. Funny story, one time we went off to Newberry for a 3 or 4 day weekend, and you know, we came back, we're talking about how nice our neighborhood is. The kids are all playing and shit like that, and you know, it's like back in the day, you know, and then we never locked our doors, so we pulled up the damn house, and my wife's RAV4, which red one you saw back in our driveway, sure as shit, I left the garage door open all weekend. Nobody came in. I mean, what the fuck? This is one of those neighbors where FAFO ain't an activity you want to deal with. We may not all be 100% armed, but you don't come down this neighborhood looking for trouble. Your life will end. We have a creek literally right back there. It's a 12-mile creek. It eventually will find its way to the Atlantic. Not to say that that's, you know, happened, but, you know, you know, you cut up something small enough. Anyway, this is just a killer ride. Very firm. Just got air in the tires, except for the left front. I don't give a shit. I'll do it later. I didn't have access to it back in the garage, and that's it, man. I mean, it's all good. I'm going very, very fast, man. I'm probably gonna get cops pulled on me. I ain't got my fucking seatbelt on. I don't give a shit. But we're coming up to a little bit long part of the film. And that's it. Again, 95 BMW. Hope you enjoyed yourself. This has been fucking killer. I've had this car forever, and I'll never sell it. And that's it. Awesome. Later.